Welcome, my dear students, for my second part of my video, Struggle for Equality, Standard 8th, History. My dear students, we have seen in the previous part how the Britishers exploited farmers by taking taxes, how the moneylenders and the landlords, they exploited the landless laborers, Dalits. We have also seen how the workers who are working in mills, railway factories, and several industries, how the people were exploiting them and how they have taken or they have asked for justice by forming union in order to get justice. And we could also see Sri Lala Lajpat Rai ji, who combined the workers' movement with the national movement. We could also saw there were a few leaders who had socialist ideology. One such example was Shripad Amar Dange. Due to the socialist ideology, some socialist youth believed that our society should be based on the socialist philosophy. We could also see there were a few people who were ready to fight for the workers. They were Communist Party and they followed the philosophy of Karl Marx. And we saw there were people who were fighting for the rights of the workers. So all this we have discussed it in the first part. Now let us come to the second part, where I will be focusing on the feminist movement. As we all know, woman was considered to be a second-class citizen. Woman, as a mother, as a wife, as a sister, she was not given any right in society, because our Indian society was a male-dominated society, where they gave woman a secondary position. Now, as I told you before in the first part, the condition of woman was worse than an animal. Widows were treated very badly. Those women who lost their husband, they would have to perform sati, and all these bad practices were there. Now, our second part, we will be focusing on what was the major contribution of a few of the feminist leaders who fought for the rights of the woman. Now, there were many evils in society against women. There were several practices which subjected to injustice. But during the modern period, there was an awakening against it. Some of the male reformers took initiative in reform movement related to women. In the course of time, women leaders started coming up forward to fight for the justice for women. The independent institutions or independent institute organization was established by Pandita Ramabai. She established Arya Mahila Samaj, Shraddha Sadan. Similar kind of institutions like Seva Sadan, founded by Ramabai Ranade, are the examples of this. Bharatiya Mahila Parishad in 1904 and All India Women's Conference in 1907 were founded as well. Their main aim was to give rights to the woman and to bring progress in the life of the woman. Therefore, these institutional work reached at the national level. For the issues such as right to inheritance, right to vote, women had to struggle through the medium of these organizations. Rakmabai Janardhan Save was the first practicing woman doctor in India. She delivered series of lectures related to the health issues of women. She also opened branches of Red Cross Society at Rajkot. During 20th century, the participation of women in public life has increased. Yes, my dear students. If you look now, there are several laws made for the protection of the rights of the woman. Yes, there are several laws. Like, if a woman is getting divorced, she will get alimony, where a part of the husband's income will be given to her for her survival. If they are having a child, the child will be handed over to the woman. And it's the responsibility of the father to provide money for the survival. We could also see there is equal pay for equal work. Whether it's a male or a female, they will be paid equal. Then, first the polygamy was practiced. Now, polygamy is abolished by law. Discrimination of women in society has been totally abolished. Now the Constitution says there is equal right for both men and women. Now, my dear students, further we will see there were several acts which was passed in 1935. Women were included in the provisional ministries as well. After independence, the principle of equality of men and women has been clearly stated in the Constitution of India. Now, my dear students, Dalit movement. The Indian social structure was based on inequality. Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, Narayana Guru brought awakening among the people. Especially, they brought awakening against the people who are doing unjust treatment given to Dalits. In 1888, Gopal Baba Walanglekar, in his book Vittal Vidwansan, condemned untouchability. On 1st July 1908, he raised a voice regarding the issues. He took initiative for marriage of Devadasis. In Tamil Nadu, Periyar Ramaswamy started a movement of eradication of untouchability. In 1906, Maharishi Vittal Ramji Shinde started depressed class mission for the progress of the Dalits. The important part of the work was to make Dalit self-respectful and well educated and engaged in work, while the second part of their work was to destroy delusive ideas regarding Dalits in the minds of the upper caste. For this purpose, he founded Marathi schools, work schools in part of Parel, Devnar in Mumbai. He actively took part for the benefit of the Dalit class regarding Satyagraha for entry in Parvati Temple at Pune, Shetkari Parishad of Dalit Federal Electorate. Rajshri Shahu Maharaj gave support to the leadership of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. During his period, he led non-Brahmin movement. Rajshri Shahu Maharaj made revolutionary declaration for the reservation in the state of Kolhapur. He made laws for free and compulsory primary education. He did substantial work for the abolition of the caste distinction. There were 3 restrictions put in the caste system: interdining, intermarriage, and change of occupation. In this regard, during the meeting and the conferences, Shahu Maharaj ate food from the hands of the Dalit, and he overthrew the restrictions on interdining. Shahu Maharaj believed till the restrictions on intermarriage is followed, till then the caste distinction will not be uprooted. He passed the Act of Intercaste Marriage, gave its legal acceptance in his state. On February 26, 1918, he abolished Balutidari system by publishing a declaration in the Government Gazette of State Kolhapur. Permission was granted to practice any occupation to anyone by giving freedom to occupation by Shahu Maharaj, and the people were freed from the type of social slavery. Now, my dear students, we will see Justice Party did a valuable work for social equality in South India. Mahatma Gandhi, he took up the issue of eradication of untouchability. Indian National Congress, they too believed that untouchability is a crime. While at Yerwada prison, Gandhiji debated that the rigid Hindu Pandits, stating that the religious texts of Hindus do not support untouchability. He gave inspirations, Harijan Seva Sangh, by taking inspirations from him. Amritlal Vithaldas Thakkar, nickname Thakkar Bapa, Appa Sahib Patwardhan, this activist dedicatedly worked for the equality. The struggle of Dalits began under the leadership of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. He aimed at establishing the society based on principle of liberty, equality and fraternity. He was convinced that injustice to Dalit and inequality would not end unless the caste system was completely uprooted. According to him, social equality was a right of Dalits. He intended to carry out movement based on self-respect. From this point of view, he established Bahishkrut Hitkarni Sabha in July 1924. His motto was, be educated, be organized and be agitated, was an inspirational message given by him. Babasaheb Boloy got a bill passed in the Bombay Provisional Assembly for the public water reservoirs to be opened to the untouchables. However, in reality, the water reservoirs were not accessible to Dalits. Hence, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar and his followers started Satyagraha in Chavdar Lake in Mahad. He burned Manusmriti, which advocated inequality. 1930, he started Satyagraha for the entry of Dalits in the Kalaram temple in Nasik. The Satyagraha was led by Karmavir Dadasaheb Gaikwad. Newspaper was an integral part of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's movement. To create awakening in society, to voice against their grief, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar started newspapers like Muknayak, Bahishkrit Bharat, Janata, Samata. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar established Independent Labour Party. He opposed the laws that went against the interest of the workers. In 1942, he established All Indian Scheduled Caste Federation to put forth the issue of Dalits in an effective manner. Through the Constitution of India, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar made a significant contribution in the creation of social structure based on equality in the modern India. In 1956, along with his innumerable followers, he embraced Buddhism, which advocated humanity and equality. And the struggle for equality has a prominent position in making of modern India. And my dear students, even today, we could see that our society is very rigid in terms of class system or a caste system. We are having excessive pride for our own religion. So that is why communalism is a widespread problem in our society. We could see Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, several leaders, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, Mahatma Gandhi, they tried their level best to remove inequality in religion. But it's very sad, even today, this is prevailing. In the next